Hey guys, welcome to the big game then in the All-Regen Liverpool series. The biggest game so far. It is the second leg of the Champions League semi-final with Chelsea, of course. It is a 4-1 advantage to us, but that can all change. Those, of course, who've watched the recap video, I talked to you about the Tottenham. I think that was a quarter-final, but it's nevertheless still very relevant. The quarter-final, I think we were 1-0 up going into the second leg. Turned out we won 6-5. Potentially the craziest game I've ever been involved in. We were, 2-0, I beg your pardon, not 1-0. And we were 3-0 up, and in the space of about 15 minutes, Tottenham turned it round to 4-3. Granted, I think Tottenham are arguably better than Chelsea on this now. I'm not saying they are in real life, before people jump on me and don't fucking listen. And yeah, they were phenomenal that game, and we somehow 89th minute Fredinho. I still stunned to this day. Don't know how. Yeah, you can hear it in my voice. Anyway, few things to go over. Most importantly, Man City have won the title. 3 games to go. Actually, I'll get that news up for you. You can see the table there. Those that actually, Jurgen Klopp is the Chelsea manager, which I can actually see happening. And there you go. Man City have won the Premier Division title. I think in Joseph with 20, there's not even 20 goals yet. It's May and no one scored 20 goals. That can't be right. So someone has scored 20 goals, surely. Yeah, there's 3. George, Knight and Young. Fucking hell, Chelsea, Arsenal and Jones. Fair enough. Sadler though with 18 assists, you can't fault the lad. Yeah, so that's that. And I think what will happen now is there's 3 games to go. We are, how many is that? That's 8 points ahead of Tottenham and Arsenal. Is it? Yeah. So I think what I can afford to do, well, actually, I was going to say what I can afford to do, I can't really, because the last 3 games in the league are Newcastle, which I'll probably play a slightly weaker team, Everton, and Manchester United. So the 2 derbies are the end. One funny thing is, though, we can actually we could possibly, see how they get on today, the weekend, send Everton down, which would be brilliant, for at least for me anyway. But yeah, I don't think that will ever happen. Everton not going to get relegated anytime soon. Of course, this is 2031, but whatever, you never know. Anyway, let's get on with this. Yeah, done all that. Wish the boys good luck. I expect you to come back as finalists. I've never seen that one. Wish the boys good luck. I haven't seen that. Anyway, here we go. Chelsea. Well, they are going to come out the blocks. You would have to think they really need an early goal, but it's us on the attack for now. You really would think Chelsea would come out flying, but no. First minute, and it's Idris Matei. I totally forgot to go over the team there. Matei starts ahead of Garn because, obviously, I realised he had a blinder against them last time, but the reason he starts is because both Maya and Garn are on yellow cards. Now, obviously, if they both get booked, they're missing the final. Now, because, obviously, we are 3 goals up, I am willing to, so Matei is no slouch either, he's a very good player. I think I can afford to leave him out of this game. I think, let's be fair. Okay, he's a great game changer. Watch, he's going to get booked. Don't book him. Or yeah, so to say, 1 yellow card away. They're both 1 yellow card away from missing the final. So that's a bit of a pain. And if honestly, if someone said to me, would you rather play Guyan or Naya, I would happily choose Guyan any day of the week. Here we go on the counter. It nearly fell for Maya, but here's Sadler though. Take it into the box. Cross it over. Maya has to do better. Okay, it was a difficult chance, but he has to do better there. Real chance. And I think if we do get that away goal, you would have to think that will kill the tie-off. Stoke dead. We got half an hour in, and Chelsea really not turning up here. I thought they really would, start the blocks flying, but as they usually would. You can imagine it. Pre-game, Chelsea in the whole believe situation. Just as several teams have before. Like Liverpool were in 2005, like Ireland were against Spain. Look what happened there. But you know what I mean. Oh, and I think was that a save, or did he hit the post there? Did Knight? Oh my god. Don't know what happened, but it's not a goal. That's not enough for Chelsea. They need the goal. Sorry if you can hear any tapping, by the way. It's the rain on the roof. It's very heavy at the moment. We're in the middle of a thunderstorm, I think. Anyway, here's Silvani. Decent play, this, by the Argentine. Decent run. Not the best, though. Didn't come a goal, but Castillo nearly fell for him, but Forbes was offside, who played the ball to him. So there's 12 minutes to go till half time. We're still in the lead here, but Phil Knight, that's well closed down. I've also chose Sugar ahead of Simon Moore, mainly because of his pace. We saw Moore get completely done by Knight's pace in the last game. So that led to the goal. So I thought, okay, I'll put Sugar in. He's been an absolute rock this season, and I didn't think it would make that much. So I thought it'd make a great difference, and so far it seems to have done. There's a lot of players, of course, quite more Cartazzola, they're getting on a bit now. Anyway, chance here. There's Matei again. Shooting is a little off from both teams, really. But it's 3-3 in terms of shots, but we've had the one on target. Chelsea not even coming close to hitting the target yet. Overcomplicating things. Okay. Make sure that's the case. I don't think that was what I wanted, to be honest. We'll keep it. We've got one half left to keep this 3-goal lead. Of course, if they get one back, anything can happen. We do have to score, because if we get that away goal, if they get the 3 goals back, they win on away goals. Anyway, here's a chance for Forbes here to beat his man. Oh, it's going to fall for Matei and Sadler, who should have scored. It was right at the goalkeeper. And it's really getting tense now, because it's 3 goals. It's not that tense yet, but I've seen it all before, trust me. Shug, though, being absolutely fantastic this season. Silvani nearly unleashing Castillo. Here's Swansea for Chelsea. Litterbar's had an absolute shocker against us, hasn't he, for this whole tie. So far, he's really not been in the game. He missed an absolute sitter. And he's not having a good tie, is he? Well, here's their number 7, Delaney. I don't know how you pronounce that. I didn't read it properly. Anyway, here's Castillo getting forward. So, yeah, we've still got half an hour to go. Edging ever so slowly into our favour now. Sadler with this ball across. Castillo, surely! How has he not scored that? I think it was robbed off in the last second by a defender. Well, he really should have scored there. And that's headed away by Kidane. It's all over. Scramble in the box. And it's still no goal for Chelsea. It's body's getting in the way. Make a sub in a minute. Yeah, I'm going to make it now, actually. I'm a bit tired. Silvani's a little tired. Go ahead, I'll have to put Suarez on. Sorry, Suarez. I hate it when people say Suarez. BBC, I think it was a BBC commentator says that. It really annoys me. Anyway, Kidane whips that one in. And it's going to be a breakaway again for Chelsea here. I may actually set this to defensive now. Last 20 minutes or so. And Knight goes close, but not close enough. Time is running out. They need 3 goals. I think it is fair to say now we are very, very close indeed to the Champions League final. It's another one. Can I win it for the 4th time in this save? But we have 15 minutes to go. If we do get that goal, that will be absolutely game, set and match. But whilst there is still a chance here for Chelsea, it's a great save by Ramirez. And Knight gives away the foul. That may have just settled it. To be honest, 15 minutes to go with 3 goals. I don't see it. And that's 12 minutes to go now. Chelsea with a corner, 11. Counting it down. Sadler gets it away. So it really is now Suarez trying to use them fresh legs, that pace. Brings us a corner. It is. It really is just now. It's 0-0. It's not the best game when you have to commentate and it's 0-0. But it's. Oh! Delaney there. With a strange effort. Who do we take off? Forbes not had the best game. Let's bring Bergen on. We'll bring on as well. Make sure F. Mayer doesn't get booked. Not the best game, has he? Let's be honest either. But it doesn't really matter. I think it's because I keep playing him as an AP by accident. But that's got his game over now, surely. Even if Chelsea do get a goal, that will not be enough, of course. Knight will get a goal, but it's offside. Oh dear. I thought it was. I thought that was actually going to be a foul at first, but no, it is offside. And that really is it now. So it does appear to be a 0-0 going into the last few minutes. We'll stay at 0-0. I'm sure the fans will be devastated because it was 0-0. Stupid fucking game. Yeah, he's well offside. Good finish though, to be fair. Anyway, here we go. Win to added time. 1 minute left. Well, Chelsea maybe get one solitary away goal. No. Oh, that was going to break for Castillo. That really would rub salt in the wounds there. And there was a chance for Chelsea to get one back. No, it's not going to happen. Ramirez keeping them out again. That should do it now. And it is. We are into the Champions League final. 0-0 at Stamford Bridge is well enough. And albeit not the greatest go, well, Jürgen Schug brought him in for Simon Moore. I was going to go with Moore right now, changed it right at the last second. And we will make the short trip down into Wales. Struggle to draw. Jesus. Yeah, so as I say, I highlighted Schug, I said brought him in instead of Simon Moore. And it, well, paid dividends there, I suppose. Paid, whatever the phrase is. Anyway, so there is three. Actually, what we'll do now is fast forward to tomorrow and see who will be playing. Will it be Bayern Munich again, or will it be our old foes Inter, who we haven't played for quite some time, but of course I played like 6 years in a row in like the quarterfinals. Every quarterfinal was just them. Yeah, whatever. Let's do this. So, let's go over there. So, come on. What? Hasley. Oh. Yeah, go ahead. Need to trim the squad anyway. Anyway, so here we go then. Who are we going to be playing? Bayern Munich or Inter Milan? It will be... Drum roll, please. Not really, I have to pay for them. Oh, Bayern Munich. Thumping win. Well, it will be a chance for Bayern to retain their title. They beat Inter Milan 5-1. Look at that. Wow, look at that first minute at the Allianz. That's 3-2. That's good. And the reserves have won the league. I think we've won the league. I think we've won them all. Sorry, except for the Premier League. That's a bit of a... see what I mean about Taylor? 24 goals. Wow. Joe Tong led the way. 2 goals. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, so that's that. We might see a few of them now. In the next games, obviously, I say they are completely void now, really. We are pretty much guaranteed second, unless we really mess up. But obviously we've got the 2 derbies to worry about. The first one, of course, is the game at St James's Park against Newcastle. So join me for that, please. We are into the Champions League final once again.